Alright, so this is our match from the 7th. I'm just doing Busan, and we're starting out on Brawl. We're playing out all the way through. The main points for this is you can tell when we have a team fight, and you can tell when we don't, right? It's still an issue we're kind of having, and we need to start cracking down on it. So my plan for Tuesday is to be an absolute cunt. Like, I'm gonna say, if you guys are walking out of spawn and you don't have a plan, I'm gonna say get back and spawn, make a plan. Right? Gonna be super obnoxious about it. Things to note, we're still overlapping ults. There's one fight when we call for a plan, we tried to invest high noon, and we end up investing all of these ults and losing, which is really bad. And they only invested few. They started out with Diva Bomb. That's when we went on to Bridge. You know, and this is resolved by. Ironically, that was the only fight we had like a solid plan outside of neutral, and we didn't follow it. So we really need to crack down on that, get that going. Yeah, so let's start this out.
Round one.
Rollo.
Capture the objective.
Goes pretty well. We start off with a wall that misses. They get a better wall. We're down resources. George ends up getting picked here, which isn't great, but it's not lost, right? So we're down George. This is still winnable though. We'll toss out Mo. It's late, but you know, it's whatever. Someone got picked with cooldowns. And we're ready to take a fight though.
Easy.
So we've actually asserted a lot of pressure, right? Because they ended up using amp to get into this position, and ours is coming off cooldown, so we have an opportunity to stabilize and push with this bubble here, right? Which we do take advantage of a little bit, right? Now Clones has made all the space in the world for us to push up. We need to, you know, consolidate and appreciate that. We push up, we actually funnel them to one side, and we go in for a pick. Now, Clones isn't here, but what I don't like is the charge that he does, right? So we end up picking off the McCree because he's at 1 health, and then Clone charges the Diva over here. This exposes most of our team, and is really detrimental to us. But he does get the Kree here, and then he goes for the charge, right? We're still kind of in rotation, right? Kree has like a slight off angle, more from them being out of position than your positioning. But overall, like we're pretty close. I think this stack could be a bit closer, a bit more consolidated and short stacked, but it is. We get the charge, we get Mo out, D-max the Diva, but then we kind of get split here, right? Like we have supports here, walled off, we have tanks over here, George is respawning, and Aaron split, right? But everyone's like their Rhine is super low and they used Mo, so like it's still kind of winnable. And now, like we have pressure here, right? They have no shield. I'm pretty sure they're down amp, and they used Mo. They used wall, right? Like this is a win condition if I've ever seen it. We push it.
The objective is now active.
Clones gets charged.
Hold up.
Yeah, so the shatter was good only because respawns were starting to come back and we needed to kind of secure this now. So I do like this shatter. It was very close to being overzealous though. Chungus, I really like this off angle you have with like the whole fight being over here. This is beautiful position for you. Let's see if you have bubble though. At 4, you do. Beautiful. Very good, Chungus. Yeah, and good target focus there, right? We were all on Ryan, then we went to the BAP. So nice cleanup. Now we're talking about who goes point. All that's well and good, right? The next fight, George, is kind of on you. Now, you were standing right here, you were standing right here and didn't hear them. Or if you did hear them, you didn't acknowledge it. But we needed that scouting intel, and unfortunately, that kind of falls into right? By all means, we should have known what was coming, right? We tried scouting here, The default is here, George is right here. We should have known this information, but we are split and we don't have a plan for this. Right, and you can tell, right, because it's just a slugfest. Look at our target focus, right? We started on Ryan because it's the first one there. They started on our Ryan because the first one there. And then it just kind of dissolves from there. Right, now we're chunking both tanks. They're still on Ryan, right? The High Noon's pretty good. I think our Maywall is kind of in a weird spot. But one thing that is to note, George, is that you should get in the habit of keeping Maywalls up, even if you think they're bad. Unless your teammate is explicitly saying drop the wall, leave it up always. And you'll actually see a situation on Sanctuary where you could have saved a team fight with a wall that you dropped. But this is fine. It's good pressure. You know, it's uncoordinated, but this is a combo. It's just unfortunate that this brawl is kind of, you know, a slugfest. But it is pretty good cleanup. Like, we get the Ryan, the BAP is low, we demech the Diva. I don't think we respected the Kree behind us. I don't know. Chungus, that's partially on you. George, that's partially on you. How they got in that position, I'm not sure though. But it cost us our main tank. Pushing the Mei is good, definitely a higher priority. Lucio is going to get out, but that's fine, right? So now we're talking about ult tracking. Now we're planning our fight. Now we need to appreciate that we didn't scout them last time, so we need to scout them this time. So we know they're top right. Yeah. And good block. What I don't like here is, although Clones gets a nice shatter, like, we also committed the grab. And Chungus, you originally thought in the match that this got eaten. I'm not sure what you saw, but you called that it was eaten, and so no one went on grab. I don't know why people didn't go on grab, but no one follows up on this grab. We all go after the shatter. And I don't think the charge is good.
Can you look at my POV? I can look at it later. It's not important. I could have sworn it got for some reason. Yeah, I'm just blind.
Whatever. But yeah, I mean, we follow up on the charge, or on the shatter, and we charge it, which I don't like because it displaces everyone. It ruins our target focus. We need to work on target focus, and that's going to be the drill we're doing tonight. So this fight was a bit weird. One of these ults was overinvested. We only needed one for this, right? Both work. And the reason why this worked, right, is because the Ryan is grabbed off here and can't shield the team that's over here, right? So kind of lucky, but at least we only invested 2 ults. And it was a nice block on the shatter. So next fight is awkward because they try to do the same rotation. We miss the Mei ult, they counter ult, they high noon me as I'm beating and feeding like an idiot. And then it's just kind of overzealous for us to stay. So we try to die. They're going to try this rotation again. And we missed the Mei wall, they missed the Mei wall, and we still try to make a fight happen off of that. George, pay attention to the Lucio during this because he has amp, and what Lucio, you'll hear Gorba talk about it all the time. If we say they have Mei ult, we will save amp for the Mei ult, right? And you can watch what happens. They just speed out of your ult. And they're out, right? So you can kind of see how that displaces them, and We should have gotten more cooldowns out of them. Wall is a nice cooldown to get out of them, but speed is your concern, right? You're worried about Diva and you're worried about speed there. Does that make sense, George?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. All right. Yeah, from here, it it gets awkward. I mean, I feed. I'm sorry. Uh, I think there was still semblance of a fight though, but we're now like kind of split. I don't think we really have a plan in any map for when they break our initial choke, right? You can see this especially on Volskaya, right? When Clones wants to hold Garbage Truck. If they ever get past Garbage Truck, it's just a shit show. Like whatever goes, goes, right? This is another one of those situations. If they get out of this choke, we don't really have a plan. We're kind of there for the full hold or nothing. But this was still winnable. Sag.
Get fucked.
Yeah, true. It was a decent MO. I think you could have played it for cover a little better over here, but if it's just like a heat of the moment panic thing, then that's fine. But I noticed
Oh, I
it
wanted
happened
to
a lot.
cover me as well. So that's, but I died anyways. That's why I was trying to back out of the mail.
Yeah, Sag. Um, yeah, so this is lost, right? They've invested a fair few into it, right? Like this is not something we need to be ashamed of, right? In terms of ults, we traded 2 for 3, and lost this, but this was an example of we didn't really have a solid plan once they broke choke, right? And I'm guessing what our plan was to stuff them in choke, but we weren't like if I backtrack, right, we weren't set up for that to be the case, right? Because they juked us last time or 2 team fights ago, and so we weren't sure where they were going to be. If we want to do a male and choke, May needs to be standing in the way that they're going to rotate out of, right? Because they're either going to go one of these two ways, or I guess they could go back, right? But most likely they're going to go this way because that's more cover. They're not going to go into us. So we should have the core over here and then off angles um, over here, with May being one of them for the ult, right? So that's kind of how we should set that up in the future, just so we know. If we're going to May ult there. If we're going to grab, I think it's still better to like grab on a corner there. Here is a bit tricky because it's actually easier for them to get out of than here. So in the case of a grab, we'll have Zarya here. In the case of May, we'll have May there, right? But you know, yeah, you can see where the fight went wrong. Explain it again.
冻住，不许走！冻住，不许走！
Nice job dying on point though. We got like a good extra percentage out of that, so that's good. Now going into this attack, right, this is the fight that we hold up here for like a good minute, try to juke them out. In hindsight, it wasn't great, right? I think the reason why we did it was because we were waiting on bubble cooldown, which is, you know, it is what it is. But it looks really indecisive on our part, and then when we actually take the fight, it looks even worse. And you'll see it. Right, so we end up with a weird 2-2 split where we have Lucio Cree over here and then the rest over here into a window, and they just fucking die. Like I think we were setting up a high noon. This wasn't coordinated. If this was our plan for the team fight, this is a really bad idea. But I have the feeling that we were just like going with the off angle and trying to make the best of the situation, but this is bad. This can't be a thing. Like we lose this every time. There's no way we win this situation. And you know, it doesn't matter who was on the off angle there. This isn't an offensive position we can take, right? Because the mobility required to get out of that and to push past this is just too much. Like these two counteract each other. You know, it's different if it's a defensive position, right? Like if core is here and then the off angle is here to get back to the core, right? That's much different for a team fight here. But inverse, when we're on attack, that doesn't work out. It's just too steep of an off angle. So again, this is a situation where it kind of takes us too long to die.
Easy.
And yeah, so we start there. So I believe this is the fight that we overinvest in. So what our call was to get to bridge high noon from here and then clean up point as we see fit. What we ended up doing is Diva Bomb pushes us here, then I think we window here or here. We noon here, we shatter here, then we grab and mail here, right? This is so much over ulting, and it's really discoordinated, right? It's really ugly when you watch it third person. Again, we're taking a bit too long, but we're also waiting on people. And that's just the nature of staggering. We lost a good 10%. No, we've probably lost around 15% of point progress just on staggers. Right. So here's the fight. They scouted us, they go for the Diva Bomb, they miss the wall.
Nerf this!
I guess they missed the bomb too. Aggressive. Right. And this is kind of awkward. This isn't really the situation we were expecting, which is why it's fine to invest into this. And the window is a good investment. Oh, we invested 5 ults into this, right? The window is a fine investment, but is greedy, right? The purpose of the window in this fight is to keep the core alive as we're going through the choke, right? Because, like, when you're attacking, you want to take fights that are on even resources, right? If we're taking 6v6, we want to take that fight because that's attacker's advantage, right? Normally defenders have the advantage, right? Based on positioning and resources. If we're taking an even 6v6, this is more advantageous for us, right? That's why like these just straight linear fights are really bad situations to get in when you're on defense, but when you're attacking, it's fine. I think the window is a bit, you know, you're not going to get max value out of it. There's not a great place to be, but it's still aggressive. So unfortunately here, we go for the DMAC on the Diva, Clones goes for a Shatter at the same time, and we are uncoordinated.
Draw.
Right. He dropped, doesn't get the help anymore. Or sorry, we go for the kill on the baby as he shatters. And like the target focus is just, you know, off, I guess. And so as he goes around this corner, he's just dead. No chance. Aaron, I do kind of like your position here. I think it was totally feasible for them to push you in this instance, but you kind of got away with it, so that's good. But this is awkward, right? Because you don't really have an escape here. Yeah. So then we end up trying to ult more into this. Like one of these needed to be called either the Grav or the Mail. But what ends up happening is George gets booped off the map, yeets his mail in, and then, you know, Chungus, you had time to react to the audio cue, but you grab like this corner instead, and they end up overlapping. Just communication. So, kind of unlucky. I mean, it would be one thing if Kame was still alive, like this is a lot more favorable, so that in itself is unlucky. This is tragic, but yeah. And this, at this point, this looks winnable. You know, in hindsight, it's not. But I understand why we called to push on this. I'm fine with that. It's just we just ruined our ult economy for what? A window and a bomb, right? We put 5 ults into the fight for 2 ults, and we lost it. If we have a plan, follow the plan. If we don't have a plan, make a plan. Big feed by clones. In hindsight. It's lucky. Nice shot. Yeah, it was at this point that the fight's officially lost, right? We're down so much. They still have good numbers. And like they have more coming back. We don't have any coming back. It's just this is the point where it's about mechanical skill. And I think they outlast us in that department. So, right, overall, we need a fight plan. We need to follow the fight plan if we have small bits of off-angling information, but overall.
Score.
This fight in Sanctuary, I was talking to Dead Optics about this, and he brought up an interesting point, and it's kind of hard to break down, but after we win a fight on drum, we always go for the hold here, or inversely over there, right? But typically here. We don't really know how to take a fight here, and we're actually we have a negative win rate on this. It's probably about 43% win rate on this team fight, like right here or right here. So we need to work on this situation a lot. But what he pointed out was, and it didn't even occur to me, but we only ever take a fight here. We never take a fight there. We never take a fight like here. We only use this part of the map when we're ahead. And what that tells me is that we don't really understand what Maxwell's been talking to us about negative tempo, because I think that's why we're losing this fight. And if we had a better understanding of negative tempo, we'd be able to apply it to other sides of the map, right? Like we could just as easily set up, here, right? And surprise someone here. We could simply play backside of the point and get onto point, right? There's so many options, but I guess we'll start with the first fight. This went pretty well. The charge by clones makes it look really bad, but it was a pretty good fight. It's not really a good camera angle for this. So we start off trading walls. I was debating like what the best wall in this location is, and I'm not like both teams, as you can see, go for like similar walls. I'm not sure if this is even the best wall. I'm almost thinking that a better one would be here, but that's something that's kind of difficult to place, so maybe like just going for this off the bat is the play. But in this comp and in this small of a room, the only person you can cut off is the Kree or the Rhine, right? With this wall, right? Because everyone else can just jump over it or fly over it, right? And Mei can technically boost herself up over it. So I think taking the Kree out of the fight, it's you only lose shield break damage from doing that. And in this small of a room, like shield is meaningless, right? Like no one's shielding in the neutral, like especially in this tight of a room. So I think if it's possible, George or Aaron, whoever's playing Mei or Ramen, right? We should look for a different wall location, maybe one like here or like angular here and see if we can try to split off in a different way, because and I only noticed it because, like, you know, I climbed up the wall, Kame jumps over the wall. These two are similar. Neither really got value. I think there's an opportunity for us to get better value out of this. But moving forward, we get Immo out really soon after the Mei pick, right? And we're able to capitalize on this. What I don't like is this charge. This charge is meaningless, especially because Immo's up. It doesn't matter who you charge, right? Even if you charge your squishy here, we don't really reap the benefits of it because we want to brawl in a tight corridor, right? Straight up, if we swung here, we have shatter, right? Like, we'll get it off this charge, but we easily could have invested, you know, less resources into it. And the counter charge just evens out the ult economy. But it makes the situation a lot more scary, right? So it went from them having to use Immo and us having all the space in the world to us having not enough space and needing to use Immo. And I think the charge is the reason why. But Kame was a good reactionary Immo. Again, it's just out in the middle of open. Which
Captain
is nice.
Clutch.
But good target focus. What's funny is no one notices this baby diva until Clone's accidentally hits her. Great. Perfect. And we didn't catch the Ryan jumping out. But
The objective
you can
is
see
now
as we're
active.
capping, we're starting to set up over here. We don't really understand how to set up. And the thing is that we give our position away right here. They now know where we are, right? And their plan is to just go main, go around, maybe drop through here, right? But they know that they can avoid this situation because both of our tanks just peeked out here, right? They just lost the fight. There's no way they're going to push up for this, right? If we're pushing up for, like, kills here, that's, you know, it's fine, but we need to be a little more efficient and not let this situation happen because we just gave our team fight away. Now, in order to take this fight, we need to hide, right? We need to put people here and put people here. You can get seen through this window, so you need to be like this side, and these people need to worry about this window, right? But if we're gonna take a team fight over here, then we need to hide in order to do that and use audio cues for like the 3-3 split to converge on this with off angles, right? You can even come in through here for different off angles. But instead what we do is we take a linear fight, which again, if there's ever a fight you want to take as an attacker, it's a linear, just straight one-on-one, straight line fight, right? And it's really inefficient, really bad for us. I think realistically what we should have is, I personally am a big fan of like, and then having this as a 3-3 split. Like this group can either push here or go around here, and this group just pushes down main, so we take the team fight here, right? Same thing. I think that is how I would coordinate the positioning here, but you know, just standing out in the middle of open, right? They just see us, you know, as they're walking. They hear us because we're making noise. We're shooting, you know, super obvious. And now we've just given all advantages away. The only advantage we had, I guess, was a window. And there goes our advantage. So now, pushing through this is feeding. If we take a fight here, we are feeding, right? We need to take a fight in here. We can't pass this line because this is their space. We don't own this. We can't just walk into this for free. They can't just walk into this for free. And that's the point of like hiding here for that split, so that they walk into our space that they can't, or that they shouldn't, and then we come at them and punish them for that. This is feeding. And you can see the result of that. It's pretty quick loss, but we did trade decent ults for it. The thing is that we went even, right? We had advantage, we lost advantage, we ended up neutral, right? Not very advantageous. We got nothing out of this fight, and we lost it.
Team kill.
So next fight, we try the same thing, which is fine. We can afford to get a little more creative with the angles we take, but we've practiced this a lot, so it should show. I think this is the fight with the... Right, so we're waiting for speed here, maybe bubbles too, and then we're gonna push in. We get a nice pick on the way in, I believe. Nice, good isolation. The Ryan's totally countered. Right here, this Ryan should die. Tragic.
It's IDKArmy.
He's still low though, so still winnable. Good shatter, right? And this is a great example of punishing off angles, right? Because as the Ryan charged out, he exposed his whole team. And even though he's like super low, it's good punishment. And now we've consolidated them, gotten 2 picks. Great. This is good. This is good target prioritization right here. I mean, it's obvious, but this is still good. Not sure why you
Wait, what
died.
just happened to me? What the fuck? Oh, I got frozen. I thought I stepped in like a Junkrat trap or some shit.
What I liked here is Kame, you calling that you have support on Ryan. Honestly, I didn't see that you were there, but you said you were there, so I trusted and I went in. So that was good communication on your part.
Oh, I had no idea.
Is this for our Wednesday match
Yes.
from last week? Okay.
Again, the same issue here as last fight. And I think this is the fight that they just straight up people leave. Because they're like, okay, these idiots are doing this again. So they scouted us.
What else? Sorry, I don't want to interrupt everything. Have we been going over like trying to create patterns that they stick to?
Patterns that they stick to.
Yeah, like is there anything like very noticeable
Yes.
or discernible in their play that they do over and over again that we might be able to exploit?
In their play?
Yes.
Yes. They punish
Okay.
us for being overzealous. We're not doing the basics, so let's focus on the basics, right?
Okay.
Our issue is that we're 50-50 on getting a fight plan, and if we get one, we don't follow it.
Okay.
Right? The second thing is that when we have these preset fight plans that we know and we love, we're not executing them well. Maxwell's been drilling in, and this is redundant for everyone else, but welcome clones, and Ramen, although he just left.
Pog.
If we are setting up for a team fight here, we need to use negative tempo. We can't have people shooting. We can't have people like standing in open windows. We can't have like noise. We can't have the tanks peeking here and giving our position away. And especially if our team fight is here, we can't have anyone going into their territory and feeding and getting shattered and dying, right?
Like me.
Yes, actually. So in this situation, we just lost our advantage. There is no reason to push up here. We should back up and play for drum. This is a better location than this. This is a team fight, but again, it's one of those situations where we want to take locations. We want to take team fight locations where we can get off angles, and this is not a safe off angle. This is not feasible. Well, it's not realistic. This would just be a linear shootout, and they would rather take a linear shootout over us. That's better for them than it is for us. So they're just going to be like, yeah, these idiots are doing that. Let's just go main. We gave away all advantage. We didn't get there in time either. And then we try to take this fight. We missed the wall, which is unfortunate. We can still fight this though. And what I think the issue is that there's a crucial window, right? So if we are going to take a fight, it's either going to be here or like here, right? We need to pick a direction. Now, the unfortunate part is that we don't make it here in time. We're actually closer. We would have been better off making it here, but there's a window of opportunity right now where they are in the advantage, right? If we try to speed this way, they will scout that and they will just rotate. Like they can go this way or this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is unfortunate, and although like meeting them is the call, it's very sensitive, time sensitive, and resource wise on where and when to do that. I think going up here in hindsight was incorrect, but I like that we committed. Right, and you can see that, right? Basically, we get there and there's no one here. So this would have been the better call, but it would also been just as easy for them to amp out, come this way, right? Take a better fight.
Nerf this!
If we're gonna take this fight, we should take this fight. Like we can see the diva bomb. We can afford this. Sag. I don't like the charge. That wall is really good. Just cut off our entire team. Well, half of
Yeah,
our team.
I was out of position here.
Battle.
Is it pixelated for everyone, or is it just me?
Yeah, it's pixelated for
Yes,
you too.
it's just not great quality.
Oh, hi, Gorba.
You can tell he doesn't own Discord Nitro.
I do though. That's the funny thing.
Ah, there we go.
Pixels.
Exactly.
Pixels. Yeah. Okay. So
Crispy.
double
Holy
charge, charge in, charge over here. The May wall here, Zarya was here. May, Bap were here. We're now here. I fed. And yeah, Zarya is there. This ult is aggressive, but it's interesting, right? Because oops. For this, right? Like this is fine to trade, and they're only beating as a response to this grav, which is good for our male. So you know, as I don't think you were grabbing for the game sense of it all. I think you were grabbing because you saw an opportunity to. And by the way, she could have easily eaten that. I still don't think anyone was in position to follow up on this, and you should have known that because you heard clones charge, and then you heard him got charged. Got charged.
Get
Getting
charged.
Charged. Getting.
Charging the get.
Yeah.
No, that was very wrong.
Hey, getting fucked.
So, what are we doing except for feeding? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And what are we doing? Right?
If we don't know what we're
No.
doing, then they don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Big brain.
Exactly. Except they won.
True.
So.
Gorba, you're so smart.
But yeah, no plan was had. Like we were we just defaulted to walking over here. We were talking about what ults to use, what ults they had, and then they scouted us, right? They went this way, and then we just took a team fight, and I'm not even joking, we took a team fight here. And lost. So yeah, really good. Really good.
Keeping our options open.
Yeah.
True.
Hey man, this time we're gonna have Gorba.
This is also true.
I am
That seems
not
like a
the reason we
downgrade.
lost. So
Dude, Gorba is the game sense golem.
Wanna?
Gorba is my game sense. You're right.
Dude, he's the game sense golem.
Wait, did you say golem?
Yes,
Golem.
the game sense golem.
So
My precious.
every time we see a window, what do?
We run through it.
Run through it.
But what do we do instead?
We pussy out like
Stare
a.
at it.
We overall class.
We all press Q.
Yeah. And we actually get lucky because I think we canceled this mail, or it's yeah, no,
No,
it's
we lose this fight, I believe.
No, I died.
no, we win this. We win this.
We do? Oh, we do! It was a different situation.
So, and the Lucio beat on top was just the icing on the overall thing cake, right? So again, a little awkward. I don't like looking at this. I don't see us having a plan outside of we're gonna use mail. We might use shatter, right? Like that looked like our plan, but there was no location calls. There was no coordination. There was no target focusing. It was just fucking let's get there and see what happens. You know, if we get there. Nice. This stagger gave us a chance to win, and that's really lucky. But we blew it.
Hanging there.
So guess what we're gonna do after is we're gonna try to take a team fight here, right? And guess what? Fun fact: we are about to be 0 for 3 on team fights up here.
Hog. Or just put that.
这样可以
Leave
挡
the
住
wall
他
up.
们。
You would have saved the entire team if you did.
Why did I put that down?
I don't know, but we're all dead.
Oh, because I saw like half of us were dead.
Yeah. So like I remember you called. You thought you were blocking the shatter, but even if you use mail, unless someone screams to take it down, leave it up. Wait for someone else's call, because our entire team, except for you for some reason, was shattered, and that would have been nice to have, you know.
Oh, this was the team that does the Maywall shatter all the time.
Yes.
Okay.
So we know that. We know that they're gonna Maywall shatter. We can abuse that.
I will say bubble.
Yeah.
Mental note.
So once again, 0 for 3 for holding up here, just so we know.
Wait, is this the team we're facing on
No.
Wednesday? Oh, okay.
Wait, who do we play
No.
on Wednesday? I thought we played.
Oh yes, this is the team that we're playing Wednesday.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
thought
There's
so.
one team we haven't played. I just assumed.
Yeah, but I think they haven't played someone else too, and so they get to go play the other team.
So we had a plan for this last fight, and it was well thought out, except for one ability, and that's Maywall, which is, you know, I'm happy we committed to it. When you look at it on the overhead, God, we look like such buffoons because we end up in a situation with Ryan here, May here, and then 4 people here behind a Maywall, right? And then like they had so many opportunities to win this too because they had like a core here, they had someone on point, and like they had window, they had Kree, they had Diva Bomb, and they had so many opportunities to just kill clones, and I don't know why they didn't. They were like so focused on whatever was happening here that I guess that's value, but it's hard to watch.
I'm just different.
No, you're just lucky. Right here, you should be dead. Like 100%, they did their job here, and you should die for this. And they just, nah. I like the drum. Drum is our friend,
What the fuck? Yeah, what?
and we
I'm just
don't
built
know how to
different.
break a Maywall.
Yes,
What are
yeah.
we
We
shooting at?
we need to
shooting
come
at
up with a
this
plan
one,
for
this
killing the
one,
Maywall.
This one, like, who knows, you know? Aaron can't shoot it because he's desperately trying to get value out of high so we all know, right? Like, desperately trying to get value.
Desperately trying to get.
Clones is just like, oh no.
Well, yeah, they window, and I'm just like, well, I'm gonna die.
And yeah, so this is atrocious, right? But like going in, the idea was fine, right? We're trying to get grav off, so we're using high noon to get the matrix out, and then we can grav afterwards, right? In a nutshell, that's fine. And honestly, we achieved that, right? If we look at Diva's resource, F8, by the time it's over, like, beautiful opportunity. I mean, almost. But you know, on paper, like that was fine. It's just, God, this looks so fucking ugly. Like, let me just consolidate us real quick, you know? Like, just a good old 6v6 brawl, you know? It should look like that, you know? And we know that, right? Even they aren't doing well. But they haven't touched clones.
True.
Decent Maywall. I think, like,
I can't see anything.
this Maywall's funny, right? Because you need me to restart.
Thanks.
The Maywall is funny because it's neutral value, right? We simultaneously get value out of this Maywall and lose value out of this Maywall. The value we gain is negating the window, right? But the value we lose is that they get to rotate for free. So it's kind of an interesting situation where there was prime targets over here. This wall comes up defensively, and they're just like, yeah, sure, we'll take this rotation for free, you know, which is unideal. I think we were going to split the Rhine here. I don't think we were intending for any of this. I think we were just going for isolation here. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this looks bad.
True.
So we get the grab off. Once again, this could have been eaten, but you got lucky, and they went for bomb at the same time that you went for grab. This 100% should have been eaten by them. And Aaron does a sick play where he flashbangs the Diva Bomb, so it stays in grab, which is kind of neat, I guess. But now we're in a weird situation. We all want to be here. There's a window here. We're super split, right? And like there's nothing we can do about this. We should just hide here as 6 and wait for one of these two things, like one of either window or Diva Bomb to resolve, and then push in. And that's like kind of what we do, because Chungus dies for it. So
Sag.
So now we're playing for Mail. We can push in on this. Terrible charge. Actually, really bad charge. And you die for this. If you swung once, you would have had Shatter.
Yeah.
You got Matrix out of healing. And now we have Mail. Once again, could have been eaten. Very scary. But the damage is down, right? We're down Ryan, we're down Zarya. We just lost BAP after the fact. We can't get anything out of this Mail, right? Or not enough, at least. So, overall, the reasons why we lost Busan was all about fight planning. Back to the basics. We need to work on this. So, for Tuesday's scrim, I'm going to be really rude, and I apologize in advance, but what I'm going to do is if I don't hear a fight plan, I'm going to tell you guys to go back into spawn and make a fight plan. We need fight plans. We win when we have plans. What I want out of a fight plan is what ults are we using, where are we fighting this, and, you know, are we acknowledging ult tracking, right? Are we going to use Mail if they have beat? Are we going to use Grav if they have, I don't know, high noon, whatever, you know, are we going to do these things, right? And that will help us out a lot, because a lot of Busan was just absolute chaos and autopilot.
I accept your apology.
We can rely on Busan being in the map pool, always going to be the first map, so we need to have this locked down, right? We need fight planning for this, stuff like that. Alright, I need all of you to get online.
Oh no.
We're gonna do...
Everybody, you're about to be
Drill.
sad. You're about to be fucking sad.
Not me.
No, you're gonna be sad.
It's not
All
that
of you are
bad.
gonna be sad.
It's not
No,
that
no, it's fucking awful.
¿Qué pasa?
I'm big.
You can't tell me that it's not bad, because I know that
Big
it's
Sag.
bad.
bad. It's not that bad.
What's bad?
It's not that bad.
Can I play Ana?
No. Because that would make you happy.
Yes.
Get ready, Kame.
Clones, my boy, what
make everyone
happened?
happy.
Get fucked, Kame.
What do you mean? What happened?
You're like,
Yeah,
this
wait,
is
can I play
sad.
that?
We're sad. What's happening?
You'll see. You'll see.
I've already told Kame about the plan, and Kame is sad.
Okay.
Big sad.
So
We're playing Overwatch. What's there to be sad about?
true.
George, that's cap, and you know it.
True.
I played 2 hours of Overwatch today and my arm hurt.
Dude, why don't we all just have fun and farm for the Lucio skin?
But I
Because,
did.
George, that would be too happy.
It's a good skin.
We can't be that happy, George.
It's a real good
You're
skin.
gonna sit out for this.
It's Guy Fury.
What?
Wait, Chungus is gonna sit out for this?
Thank you.
Clones, I want you to invite these 4 people.
That'd be so fucking sad.
Yeah, you're wearing contacts. What a weirdo. Weird champ.
Chungus
Hi, Gorba's
should be able
girlfriend.
to spectate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tell your girlfriend I said hi.
Hi. Clone says hi.
How's it going?
Good.
My headset's
are
really
you?
loud. You can hear everything you say.
Metro boom and make it boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Metro boom and make it boom. Make it boom.
What the fuck are you talking about, George?
She played 2 hours of horse today. And
She
liked it.
did? Oh no, she's a horse girl.
Do you have the group going, Jared?
Not yet.
That's good.
I was filling something out really quick, and then I will be good to go.
Invite George Gore.
Hey, there's new memes.
I think
George Gorba Kame.
Yeah, I think Chungus and I will be able to spectate when you get in.
George
This is
Gorba. Kame, what account are you on?
He's on banana.
Banana.
Banana guard.
Where did that name come from?
Alright, now cue us up for the archives.
Oh, wait.
He is.
Exactly.
Time.
Yes,
Thank
sir. I'll get some target practice done.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
I can warm up. I can warm up.
You think I'm joking? You guys are actually doing archives.
Wait,
Wait, we are?
what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
Wait,
go,
why is it so
dude.
bad?
No, you
Get
don't.
the Lucio skins.
You don't
Lucio
understand. You don't understand.
You have to shoot the ball.
Can I join the group so I can spectate through that?
I think if you join group, they won't be able to queue, so you
Yeah.
are going to spectate after.
I think we can join their group after they're in though.
Wait, are we playing the meta version of this?
We're going to play
Okay.
a brawl version.
Are we
That
playing
is
on Legendary?
actually Be fucking horrible.
No.
Oh, we're not playing on Legendary?
I don't know if you want to. What I was
That'd
be
gonna
pretty
say
fucking
is
hard.
that you do
Shovel,
this till you
Is this your way of making us practice target calling?
Yes, and focus.
Oh, this
That's
is just
beautiful.
a fun little
Kill
vacation.
the ball. Kill the ball. Sympathy.
Okay.
man.
Really fun.
Sympathy gains? What is
So
this?
what I want you guys to play is Ryan, Kree, and then Bap Lucio.
Kill the ball.
We
Okay,
did this.
Secure?
I can
we did
join
this-
Clones' game now, I
Yeah,
think.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, there's no ball on this one.
I joined the group, but not the game.
What is this?
Damaging enemies heals other enemies.
What is this?
So
Kill
if
the
we-
ball.
Am I Kree?
Yes, you're Kree. You are about to be sad, and I just want you to know that.
Sad.
So
Is this
Unless
legendary?
we have anti-nade.
what happens is that if we don't all hit the same target, it will heal everything around it, and they will not die. A 200 HP hero will not die.
Yikes.
So
Yikes!
I want you guys to complete it, and then
Alright, boys. I'm gonna get some coffee because this is gonna take long.
Alright, I get trooper on left, trooper on left, trooper on left.
Trouble, you don't have to stream anymore unless you're recording.
Okay, I'm just gonna charge this. Okay.
No, you just had shot.
For the
Look at
bitch.
Enforcer.
Enforcer.
Yeah, we gotta always go
Let's go on the
enforcer.
top. Let's go on the top. Let's go up top. Let's get trooper on left. Nice. Oh, okay. I think having a Kree is too easy.
I think we always kill
This is pretty
enforcer.
easy. Dude, I can do that 200 HP, guys.
The thing is, I can just not hit anything.
Okay, this next trooper in front. Oh, nice trooper on left. Oh shit. Okay.
Enforcer.
Get the enforcer. Get the enforcer. Nice. Okay, let's get this next enforcer. Nice. Now trooper in front. Where did he go?
The trooper up top. Oh, we didn't kill this one?
No, trooper in front. Trooper in front. On me.
Did he just teleport through the wall?
Now we go on the trooper. Trooper dead. Okay. I'm gonna put one away first. Let's get this trooper right. Oh. Yeah, this is so much easier. Get this enforcer. Look at the enforcer. Nice.
Enforcer.
Enforcer. Go on the next enforcer. Enforcer. Nice. Okay, let's get one trooper first. Now get the trooper. Nice.
Someone right here.
Okay, next trooper.
To go on the door. Let's set the clock a little shorter next time.
All locations for targets.
Right side.
Right side? I don't know what the fuck this is. Get
Trooper.
left trooper.
Oh, main trooper.
Nice. Now there's just 3.
Left one.
Nice. Okay, main. Back on table.
There's an enforcer up top right. We will get him.
Enforcer first. Enforcer first.
Double tap.
Okay, now we get to the tricky part. Okay, let's get the first.
So this is the bad part.
Yeah, this is where it gets hard. Right enforcer. Right enforcer. Nice. Okay, let's go on the
Sniper.
You're going on sniper? Okay. Where's sniper?
He's up left.
Behind us.
Okay, look at sniper then.
Reload. Got it.
Nice. Okay, let's go on the troopers.
Enforcer first. Enforcer can kill us. Alright, now
Now let's go on the left trooper. Left trooper. Okay, now next trooper. Nice. Let's go enforcer on train. I don't know what the fuck that is. Pinning. Right trooper. Now left trooper. Whatever this. Okay, back on table.
Alright, so there's gonna be enforcers on the right and only troopers on the left. Let's go get the enforcer on the right.
Okay.
Looks like I'm gonna be your ride out of here.
There he is.
Heading to
Enforcer
the
first.
extraction point.
Enforcer first. Okay, gone.
Troopers
Enforcer.
can't kill us. Enforcers one-shot us.
Okay, let's go on this next enforcer. Nice.
Alright,
Now
we
go on right trooper. Right trooper. Nice. Now remaining troopers. Nice. Okay, either a heavy is spawning or a sniper is spawning.
Assassin. I've seen assassin all
I think
day.
this is heavy.
Okay,
Okay,
enforcer first.
where's the enforcer? Okay, look at enforcer.
There's an assassin.
Assassin's coming in. Next enforcer. Let's get the next enforcer. Yeah, get the enforcer.
Alright, now let's get assassin.
Assassin's on me. Nice.
Okay, actually.
Okay, just get the assassin. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, let's go on the
There's
trooper.
a trooper alive.
Okay, let's go. Okay, trooper in front. High ground's useless. Trooper behind us. Get the trooper behind us first. Nice. Okay, let's get trooper on right. Now trooper on left. Now trooper on box. Other trooper on box. Or enforcer on box. Or on Rhine. Okay, let's get next enforcer. Enforcer in front.
This church.
Nice. Okay, next enforcer. The enforcer. Nice. Nice. Good job. Okay, sniper. Now enforcer. Let's go enforcer fast. Next trooper. Okay, they're coming in. There's 2 enforcers. Let's get enforcer on boats. Now get the trooper in front. Oh gosh. Never mind. Switch to enforcer.
To the right. Yeah.
Now let's get the trooper on right. Boats.
I'm really shit.
Okay, they're coming in. Shattering this. Get
Enforcer.
enforcer first. Now next enforcer. Nice. And now we just cleared 7 troopers. Okay.
This is where it gets hard. Don't push through the window. Stay inside.
Right trooper first. Now main trooper. Now left.
We have to stay inside. Oh, that's a fat figure. Anyway,
That's
stay
okay.
inside, because there's gonna be too much outside.
Trooper on high ground. Nice.
You go high ground? Do I need to
went on
three
the
out here?
Okay, there's a trooper main.
We
Okay,
got a heavy, right?
now.
I'm gonna hide into.
Trooper first.
Which one?
Oh wow.
Oh, heavy's in front.
Never mind. Just get heavy now. Just get heavy now.
Reloading.
He's half. Oh god.
Now get heavy one. Nice. Now trooper. Now trooper's inside of us.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Let's get the enforcer inside. Nice. Okay. There's a trooper on me.
Sniper. Oh, there's a trooper.
Okay.
Can we get the sniper?
Oh yeah, get sniper. Get sniper first. Now trooper. Okay. Trooper on left. Now trooper main. Now trooper right.
There's gonna be a couple enforcers here. I'm gonna hide in.
Okay. I'll trigger them. I'll trigger them.
Alright.
But that is.
Step rider.
Okay, now last enforcer. Assassin's coming in. Look at the assassin.
Wait, Cody.
Get the assassin.
There's an enforcer too, careful.
Get the assassin.
Hold back, hold back.
Okay, switch to enforcer.
Enforcer.
Enforcer can die. Enforcer can die. Okay.
If
now
we
go the
switch regions, she will have health.
That's okay.
I couldn't see her.
Yeah, we had to switch.
She leaves, otherwise.
Trooper
You
left.
guys
Trooper.
coming into?
Nice. Okay. Get the enforcer.
Done.
Nice. Now let's get. Oh,
Look at the trooper. Look at the
trooper. Now we get the trooper. Let's get the right enforcer now, or left. I'm just gonna center this. Enforcer first.
Oh, that's awkward. Because the shatter damaged them.
Yeah, it does. Right trooper. Oh, yeah. Just shoot one trooper at a time. Left trooper.
Perfect target calling.
Hey man, just headshot. Fine.
There's gonna be a heavy here.
Trooper on bridge. Okay, now we focus heavy. Focus heavy. Focus heavy.
Open the window after you charge it.
He's gonna charge. Oh!
Okay, he's here. He's here.
So close.
Now get heavy.
Nice.
Nice. Trooper main. Trooper.
Right.
Right one.
Now trooper right.
Enforcer first, please.
Okay, look at the enforcer first.
First one.
Now second.
Two enforcers. Mike. That's hard to.
Yeah. Okay. Get this trooper in front of me. Okay, now they're gonna spawn in again.
Roof.
Assassin coming in.
Okay. Let's get the enforcer first. Enforcer first. Enforcer first.
One right here. Just one front.
There is a trooper
first
behind.
trooper. First trooper in front of me. Okay, assassin's on me. Focus the assassin. Focus the assassin.
Excellent. Wait.
Behind the assassin. Stay behind.
Where is she?
What the fuck is it?
Look at the assassin.
Assassin?
Assassin one. Okay.
Head to the evac point in the courtyard up ahead.
True. Let's go this trooper underneath. Okay, let's go high ground.
I'm entering Venice airspace now. Headed toward your position.
Yeah, left side.
Yeah, let's go the trooper right side. Okay, let's start going. We're actually just gonna funnel them. Shoot the one, whoever's in front. Yeah, whoever's in front. Just that enforcer. Nice, now next one.
Stun them all.
Just get the enforcer on, just whoever's in front. Just kill the one in front.
They will find us soon.
Now get the next enforcer. Okay, they're behind us. Get the trooper behind us. Nice.
There's another one.
Another enforcer coming in. I'm starting this. Enforcer dies.
Hold on, we're split. We're split.
Yo. We're on this enforcer. Okay.
Yeah, we're on the enforcer. Who's behind us? Who's gonna be coming
Assassin
up?
first.
Yeah, look at the assassin.
Assassin first.
Assassin's coming up right side.
What's the wrong person?
Get the assassin's on me. Just kill her. Just kill her. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, trooper's coming in. There's a trooper behind us. Can we shoot the trooper
right
behind?
side.
Nice. Okay.
Now left side.
Troopers On
Heavy spawns. No, enforcers come out of a dropship soon.
I'm gonna call that patio.
Which one's patio? Left?
Yeah, the left one.
To the right, to the right, to the right.
Where they go in the zigzag? Sniper!
Where is he?
First sniper. Now second sniper. Nice.
They just dropped off enforcers.
Okay, trooper left. Or trooper patio. All these are fucking patios!
No, patio can be the downstairs one.
Yeah, patio's downstairs.
Because that's actually a patio.
Yeah.
Damn right.
To fly into the middle of a war zone. Just give me a little time.
No time like the
Oh.
This is the one that spawns all the enforcers.
Yeah.
Let's
Look at the one to the
trooper
right.
first, then right trooper, left trooper.
What?
That's middle trooper.
This is really.
They keep switching which one they are.
Trooper, right trooper.
We're shooting left. Wait, what?
Oh my god, this is so hard. Hey, get the enforcer!
Right one.
Right enforcer, right enforcer.
They just.
I'm
I'm hiding. I don't care.
Still hit the right enforcer.
He's still healed.
Oh, can we kill sniper? Sniper.
Okay, switch to snipers then. Switch to sniper, switch to sniper, switch to sniper. Just keep shooting sniper.
Yep, now
The enforcer.
it's inside of us. It's enforcer on the patio stairs.
Next enforcer.
I'm trying to do heavy.
There's an enforcer behind you. Enforcer behind you.
Let's kill this one first.
Kill this one.
I'm gonna die.
Now get the enforcer.
Heavy!
Try to get it.
Oh, speed out. Get out.
Can you shoot the enforcer?
Kill the enforcer.
Kill the enforcer. Oh shit.
Fix them. Now the heavy.
Heavy. Push through the window, push through the
We
window.
gotta stay here for Baptiste. I'm getting Baptiste.
Shit.
Oh. I had to drop for a second. I'm getting back up.
Okay.
Heavy.
Oh yeah, we're still in the heavy. I'm dead.
Shit.
Oh, you're good.
Still in the heavy.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, trooper down below by boats. Yeah, right trooper, no left trooper.
My boats.
Coast?
You have to go for 5 stars to do that.
Prepare for immediate feedback.
Left enforcer.
Enforcer? Left side?
Enforcer.
No, let's go. Get in the
Just
ship.
get the ship. Just get the ship.
Wait, are you sure?
Wait. I'm on top of the ship.
Yes!
Oh, all right.
Going my way, cowboy.
What, you don't want to hate yourself even more?
I got achievement.
Yo, that's look at that. That's crazy cute as fuck.
Now keep going until you get 5 stars.
Nice
Fuck.
job. So,
Wait, actually?
this game mode kind of forces you to target focus, a little bit.
Oh shit.
But this is so much easier than if you're playing Rhine, Zarya, Bap, Lucio, because if you put the Zarya in, your life just fucking sucks.
Yeah, but Chungus has pretty good target focus when it's called.
Really?
When it's called. So, yeah.
Is that expert or legendary?
I can't
expert?
control. I can't control what it spawns on.
Yeah, that's all I wanted from you guys tonight. So we're gonna call
No,
it
that's
there.
extra.
Thank you for coming. To
What?
The VOD review.
Doesn't the other 4? Don't other people need to do it? Or no?
I'm only gonna do it once. If you guys want to continue, that's great. Good on you guys.
I need water.
I'm not
Do
gonna
your
make-
homework.
I'm not gonna make you. Do it. I don't want. I don't want to.
That was fun. I don't know.
So that's all you wanted to go over for VOD review?
Yes, and I've recorded it. I'll upload it tonight. Just if you
Okay.
missed the first part. 'Cause-
My only question, who here has not watched the video that I did with Mark?
The one that we all did?
No,
Or,
not
like-
everybody made it. Maxall.
the
Yeah,
only-
the one
only
the
person
most
that
recent
wasn't
one, right?
there for that was Gorba.
I wasn't there.
No, yeah. Chungus wasn't there either. So
I
Chungus and
watched it
Gorba both
today,
weren't
though.
there.
I
Okay.
watched it today.
Gorba, have you watched it yet?
Watch it on 1.75. It's
Gorba
pretty
is
quick.
getting water, I believe.
So
I mean, regardless of that, so there is one thing I wanted to go over really quick, and that's like the pods of 3 that we're going to be running for either Shangrat Or well, actually, no, it's not pause at 3 for
I'm
Shang.
here. I'm here. All right, I heard you. I had my headset on. All right,
Okay,
was the video in somewhere? Coaching?
Yeah, the video is in coaching. So it's an hour 47 minutes. You can probably cut through some of it too. I've also put a lot of the notes in the coaching channel in terms of what he was telling us to do. So for Bull Rat, we're running in groups of 3. Like we're still all focusing the same initial target, which is probably gonna always be the off tank. But then after the off tank dies, we split into our 2 groups of 3. So our first group of 3 is the core, and the core is gonna revolve around Sigma, Lucio, Brig, and so the 3 of them are gonna be killing frontline, and then Monkey, Doom, and Tracer go on backline, and we focus targets down on backline.
What
So
Maxwell originally said is not the same as that. He said
right.
that he said Sig, Brig, Lucio go on the off tank, and then the 3
Yes.
mobile.
Oh yes,
the
yes,
5
yes.
go on the back line. It's not all
Yes.
on off tank then split.
Yeah. So the reason why we need to do like 2 groups of 3 with that is because if we're all just diving on the same person and they're able to support that person, we just lose. But if we're able to cut off that back line and force them to play differently, then we'll be able to win that fight. So we never ever run Genji anymore because Genji is just dog shit. The only point that we can run Genji on,
just dog shit.
yeah, poor George Sedge. The only point that we will play Genji on is on King's
In
Row
every comp.
for Shang
Every
Rat.
comp.
But otherwise, Genji just doesn't have enough finishing power to actually be good. So, in terms of our Bull Rat and our Shang Rat, we are almost always going to be running the Tracer. Tracer and Winston are always run as Tracer, Lucio, and Winston are always run. We either switch between between Brig and Mercy, and we switch between Pharah and Doom, or we can also run. Is Aaron still here?
Aaron was never here.
Aaron was never here. That's right. Shit. I mean, Aaron was there when I talked about it. We can also run Reaper instead of Doom. So, either way, we should be okay. If we do Doom Tracer, we can put George on Doom, or we could put George on Tracer. I think George would be fine on Tracer if we're running Bull Rat, because it's really just like fuck our own backline. We're just jumping on them. And then yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's all I have to say.
Okay, some logistics information before I let you all go. Tomorrow scrim, we are going to focus on fight calling. I said it during the VOD review, but I'm gonna be a real piece of shit and tell you guys to go back and spawn if you don't have a plan. And be really obnoxious about it too. We have our match on Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Let's be prepared for that. Be on time. Try to be early. We'll do warm-ups. Not a warm-up scrim, but you know, like the 1v1 stuff. And for scrim on Thursday, we will look for more of the same. Last piece of information is that May 1st, I will be retiring from the team. I will no longer be with us. So we have about 2 weeks more. And what this means is that you're probably going to start seeing coach trials. Just welcome them with open arms, be susceptible to them, be open to them, and give clones your honest feedback about them. If you don't like them, say something. If you do like them, great, say something.
Yeah, still something.
If you're indifferent, say something. You know, just make sure that's an open book, because we will have options. We will have plenty of options. You just need to communicate what's good for everyone. So. Most of you have known that I've been intending on retiring, so that should not come as a surprise for anyone.
Yeah. Boy wants to go play WoW Classic.
And I want free time.
What's that?
True. Anyways, clones, I want to chat with you. I will call you. But everyone else, thank you for coming until I got it. Have a good night.
Bye. Have a great time.
Who wants
If you,
to